There are times when interviewers go too far with their questions, prompting celebrities to retaliate. From Jamie Foxx walking away in the middle of an interview.
Uh-oh. Are we losing?
To Mike Tyson getting absolutely pissed at the reporter, questioning his chances of winning an upcoming fight.
How about the 19 months off?
What about it? What about it?
Here are 8 times celebrities fired back at disrespectful interviewers. Starting out with this interview of Jamie Foxx. Foxx was taking part in the NBA All-Star Celebrity Game on February 16th when host Michael Smith brought up photos of Holmes playing basketball on Valentine's Day during a live broadcast.
Fox representing Team Clippers tonight in the Ruffles All-Star Celebrity Game. Hey man, I know you got a busy schedule. Y'all got a loaded roster. I see you wore the fresh 11s for the game tonight. How much did you prepare for this game?
I'm always prepared, man. It's a ready-made thing. All you got to do is add water, man. As soon as you pour water on me, it's crazy.
And I know you prepared because I saw pictures. Did you and Katie Holmes play basketball for Valentine's Day? Like some real loving basketball game? Uh-oh. Are we losing?
I think the look of the sound guy says it all. On the plus side, the evening ended well for Fox, whose team Clippers defeated Justin Bieber's team Lakers by a score of 75-66. But this next one is a classic example of poking the hornet's nest. In this 1999 interview, reporter asked Mike Tyson about his chances of winning an upcoming fight.
Mike, Francois Botha, 6-1 underdog. Are there any concerns on your part?
I don't know anything about that. I don't know nothing about numbers. I just know what I can do.
How about
Kill this mother.
Okay. How about the 19 months off?
What about it? What about it?
Does it pose any problem to you?
We'll see. I doubt it seriously.
This took place during one of the lowest moments in Mike's life and career, and frustration is evident.
You take into the ring a lot of rage. Does that work for you, or does it work against you at times?
You know, who cares? We're in a fight anyway. What does it matter?
Well, for example, rage against Evander Holyfield worked against you.
Well, it. It's a fight, so whatever happens, happens.
Mike, why do you have to talk like that?
Well, I'm talking to you the way I want to talk to you. Do you have a problem? Turn off your station.
I think the reporter was happy he wasn't interviewing him face to face, but this next one is a great example of asking a question you don't even have the answer to. This clip of Morgan Freeman is one of the greatest examples of destroying media narrative with pure facts and logic.
Black History Month you find
ridiculous.
why?
You're going to relegate my history to a month?
Oh, come on.
What do you do with yours? Which month is White History Month? No, well, come on, tell me.
Well, I'm Jewish.
Okay, which month is Jewish History Month?
There isn't one.
Oh, why not?
Yeah.
You want one?
No.
I don't either. I don't want a Black History Month. Black history is American history.
How are we going to get rid of racism?
Stop talking about it.
Channel 4's reporter Krishnan Guru Murthy has a natural talent for doing awful interviews. First such example is this interview with Robert Downey Jr. Reporters' pushy questions about actors' past made this one of the most uncomfortable watches ever.
The reason I'm asking about the past is that you've talked in other interviews again about your relationship with your father and the role of all of that in the dark periods you entered and taking drugs and drinking and all of that. And I just wondered whether, you think you're free of all of that, or whether that's still something.
I'm sorry, I really don't. What are we doing?
Well, I'm just asking questions, that's all.
Right. Bye.
Are you? I'm sorry.
Talk about secondhand embarrassment. Robert, when later asked about this incident, said that reporter is a bottom-feeding muckraker. But this isn't the first time Murthy made a fool out of himself. During an interview with Quentin Tarantino, he asked famous director about a link between movie violence and real-life violence.
But why are you so sure that there's no link between enjoying movie violence and enjoying real violence?
I'm going to tell you why I'm so sure. Do not ask me a question like that. I'm not biting. I refuse your question.
Why?
Because I refuse your question. I'm not your slave and you're not my master. You
I'm
can't
just-
make me dance to your tune.
I
I'm not a monkey.
I can't make you answer anything. I'm asking you interesting questions.
And I'm saying I refuse.
Okay, well, no, I was just asking you why. That's fine.
Tom Cruise is no stranger to weird and uncomfortable interviews. Taking into account his cult ties and high-profile relationships, it's not uncommon for interviews to go in wrong direction. This reporter asked Tom about his relationship with his ex-wife, Nicole Kidman, prompting actor to strike back.
Was Nicole the love of your life?
What do you mean, Peter?
You were married for 10 years.
Listen, we raised children. I mean, how do you answer that? How do you answer that question? She's someone that I plan on getting married again.
You do?
Oh, absolutely. Yeah.
And having kids?
Absolutely.
But Nicole was a major part of your life and a love of your life at the time.
I loved Nick very much. There's no question.
Would you like Nicole to remarry?
Yes. I want Nicole to be happy. That's what I want.
And do you have a relationship where you talk, it's a parenting relationship, and talk professionally about each other's work?
Listen, here's the thing, Peter. Yeah. You're stepping over a line now. You're stepping over a line. You know you are.
I suppose they're questions
Peter,
that people want to know.
Peter, you want to know. Take responsibility for what you want to know. Don't say what other people. This is a conversation that I'm having with you right now.
You're right.
Okay, so I'm just telling you right now, okay? Just put your manners back in.
But this next one takes the cake with probably being the stupidest question asked by disrespectful reporters. Jonah Hill was being interviewed about his new animated series Alan Gregory when reporter asked something absolutely ridiculous.
And changing of your physique. I mean, you look great. Everybody wants to know what made you make the change.
I just decided one day I wanted to be healthier, and I went and saw a nutritionist, and that's what I did. Stuck to it.
But are you still considered the fat guy when you go to a party or anything? Because I run into that a whole lot. I'm the fat one.
Okay.
So are you the fat guy in Hollywood still, or does everybody like look at you and they're like, oh wow, this is great, now you're healthy?
Do you have any other questions that are smart?
Jonah played this pretty cool, as did Tom Hardy after being asked about his sexuality by a rude reporter.
And we're an LGBT news organization, and our question is for Tom Hardy. In the film, your character Ronnie is very open about his sexuality, but given interviews you've done in the past, your own sexuality seems a bit more ambiguous. Do you find it hard for celebrities to talk to media about their sexuality?
What on earth are you on about?
I was referring to an interview given to Attitude magazine a few years ago.
But what is your question?
I was wondering if you find it difficult for celebrities to talk about their sexuality.
I don't find it difficult for celebrities to talk about their sexuality. Are you asking me about my sexuality?
Sure.
Why?
Why?
Thank you.
Okay.